From this day forward, our country will flourish and be respected again all over the world. We will be the envy of every nation, and we will not allow ourselves to be taken advantage of any longer. During every single day of the Trump administration, I will very simply put America first.
Don't underestimate the danger to the world if Trump is re-elected this time around. I'm anti-Trump. I would like to send my warmest congratulations to President Trump on his inauguration as the 47th President of the United States.
As the United States and the global community celebrate the inauguration of Donald Trump, the spotlight falls on UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, who was spotted returning from yet another trip to allocate more of Britain's taxpayers' money to Ukraine. This funding, rumored to span the next century, involves hundreds of billions of pounds.
Meeting Keir Starmer, the UK Premier.
Yes, he's coming tonight.
What do you think of him? Some of his colleagues in government are quite critical of you.
Well, I'm going to see him in about an hour, so I have to be nice, right? But I actually think he's very nice. I think he ran a great race. He did very well. It's very early, but he's popular, and I'll be seeing him, and I'll send you regards. Who are you with?
GB News in the UK.
Okay, good.
But would you rather Nigel Farage would have had a bigger role?
Well, I think Nigel is great. I mean, I've known him for a long time. He had a great election, too. Picked up a lot of seats, more seats than he was allowed to have, actually. They acknowledge that he won, but for some reason you have a very strange system over there.
Shameful, isn't it? Thankfully, or unfortunately, depending on your perspective, he returned unharmed. But before we delve into the crumbling state of the Labour Party and the ineptitude of its leader, Keir Starmer, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for the latest updates on political drama. With your support, we can keep tackling these issues head-on. Now, if we're being rational and truthful, it's evident that Starmer is not the one steering the ship. Worse still, his actions suggest he has little regard for the UK's interests. To make matters even more concerning, he's been working to undermine Donald Trump during the American elections. For those hoping that two-tier Keir might salvage his image in Trump's eyes, think again. Such a turnaround seems far from reality. Starmer's exclusion from Donald Trump's inauguration has become a hot-button issue in British politics. Many are outraged by the Prime Minister's absence. Critics argue that his antagonistic stance toward Trump, alongside disparaging comments from other Labour figures, likely played a key role in this diplomatic snub. The decision reflects, to many, his failures as a leader. As the head of the UK, often referred to as America's closest ally, Starmer's absence from such a significant event is seen as a disgrace. His tense relationship with Trump has cast a shadow over the historically special relationship between Britain and the US. This scenario underscores the widening rift between the two nations. For many, Starmer's exclusion is nothing short of an embarrassment for Britain. It's been suggested that Starmer's unwillingness to align with Trump's policies and his outspoken opposition to the former president has alienated him from the American leadership. Public frustration is evident. Many feel that Starmer's actions have weakened the UK's global standing, turning the nation into a marginal player on the world stage. But the issue extends beyond a single inauguration or a fractured UK-US relationship. It highlights a broader problem: Britain's diminishing influence globally. With increasing instability worldwide and the rise of adversarial powers, strong alliances, particularly with the US, are more critical than ever. Yet, under Starmer's leadership, Britain seems more isolated than ever, especially in handling foreign relations with nations like China. Many argue the current government's approach is inadequate, further isolating the UK in this precarious geopolitical climate. The exclusion of Starmer from Trump's inauguration is a glaring reminder of Britain's fading influence. Where once the UK stood at the heart of global diplomacy, its presence now feels diminished. As for Trump, this diplomatic frostiness speaks volumes. The strained relationship between Starmer and Trump is becoming increasingly apparent. Observers have noted the complete lack of communication between the two leaders. Starmer's absence at Trump's inauguration is symbolic. In contrast, other world leaders have already scheduled meetings with the newly inaugurated president. This rising tide of discontent is a clear signal that the British public wants something different. They're tired of being let down by the mainstream parties and are demanding bold, decisive leadership to navigate this turbulent era.
Like this video and subscribe my channel.